Kevin, they just scored 16 points in the fourth. You held Kawhi scoreless. You defended him most of the fourth quarter. What did you see in terms of your defensive effort as a team and individually in that fourth?
Well, I didn't do anything individually. You know, it was all a team effort. You know, Kawhi's a great player. He got past me a few times, and my bigs did a great job of helping and closing out to their man. So we do everything together. And, you know, 16 points is that's a great quarter for us defensively. So we gotta look at that and see how we can try to sustain it. So it was a good, you know, hard-fought game, man. We played hard all the way through. No matter what happened, we got down early. You know, we couldn't score, but we just kept playing hard, and we was able to, you know, chip into the lead and take the lead late in the fourth.
Yeah. Okay. Cliff Brunt, Associated Press. Kevin, you've been consistent all year, but not too many explosions like this. How important was it for you, and how did it feel to get into this kind of a zone, especially in a game that y'all needed like this?
Yeah, when we have a deep team, you know, those 40-point nights, they don't come a lot, and just try to be consistent with what I do, and you know, I know at any given moment I can go off and hit a few shots. So, you know, I just try to stay with it, just play as hard as I can on both ends of the floor and leave it all out there and live with the results. So my teammates did a great job of sticking with me and finding me and giving me easy baskets and screening for me and sacrificing their bodies for me, and I'm definitely grateful for it. So after they do all of that, it's on me to finish a shot and just stick to, you know, the fundamentals I've been practicing since I was a kid. So, you know, we got to stick with it.
Yeah, Kevin, you seem to really enjoy that last 2 minutes. You hit the corner three and did a little hop. What were your emotions down knowing that, hey, we put this behind us, we're 2-2, it's a brand new series?
I just try to stay in the moment. You know, we still had a couple minutes left in the game. Our crowd was phenomenal tonight, probably the loudest I've ever heard them. And, you know, I just tried to stay in the moment. You know, obviously it's 2-2. We got a huge game coming up on their home floor, but, you know, just try to stay, you know, in the presence of, you know, tonight and worry about tonight. And our whole team did a great job. You know, Randy Foy deserves a lot of credit for coming in and not playing the whole series and hitting big shots for us. Dion, who was stuck with it. Russell was phenomenal tonight in controlling the game. And, you know, making sure we were in our sets all night. So a lot of credit goes to the rest of the team, not just me.
Travis Singleton, BlackAthlete.net. Can you just talk about what it meant to you to have your mom out there, you know, on Mother's Day for a special game that you just had?
It's just special to have family there, especially on Mother's Day. You know, I spent so many of them with my mom. So to go out there and, you know, be living out a dream I had since a kid that she supported since I was a kid means a lot. So I'm sure my teammates feel the same way.
Eric Horn, the Oklahoman. Russell, when you followed up Dion's miss with that rebound and got it to him, that seemed like a wild sequence. What was going on in that sequence that you saw?
Just try to compete. I saw Dion on the break, just making sure, try to secure it if he did miss, and you know, he happened to miss, and my job was try to get the rebound and you know, sustain the possession.
It seemed like you gained your composure after that first technical in the first quarter. I mean, is that something that was important to you to be able to calm down and get back into the game at that juncture?
I mean, I was fine. My job is to try to control my team and put us in position and to make us successful. All night I try to focus on that part of my game and find ways to help us win games, and that's what I try to do.
Billy closed with Enes Kanter tonight for the first time in a while. What did he give you down the stretch, specifically, you know, alongside Adams, that kind of rebounding lineup?
And they're physical. When those two guys are in there, they're very physical. It's difficult to score over them, and obviously rebound. They do a great job of spacing the floor. They do a great job of getting our guys up, getting Kevin's shots, screening for him, and like Kevin said, sacrificing their bodies for the betterment of the team, and they did a good job tonight.
Russ, your steal on Parker and then pitch ahead to Kevin for the layup seemed to be a backbreaker. Can you just take me through that whole play?
Just locking down and defending. You know, it's going to be possessions like that where you need to get a big stop and a big score that can, you know, kind of open up a series or give us an opportunity to win a game. And I thought that was a big play for us, and Kevin made a good finish.
Hey, Kevin, you mentioned Dion a second ago. Sorry, over here to the side. But he's been great defensively pretty much all series, but his 7 of 11 tonight, I mean, just overall contribution seemed to be there. How big was that for you guys?
It's huge, man. We need everybody, especially against this team, and he was huge. He came up big on both ends of the court, was finishing in the paint, defending, doing a great job of using his hands and, getting deflection. So we don't need that, man. We need that from everyone. I think everybody who came into the game tonight had that intensity and that focus on the defensive end. We're a team that we got a lot of weapons on the offensive end, and it's a matter of shots going in and out the basket. But, we stayed with our defense tonight.
Trumin from Sina.com. Russ, last game we have only 14 assists for a whole team, and tonight you have 15 for yourself. Can you talk about how you change your mindset and during this transition?
Yeah, like I said, going into after last game, I do a better job at finding ways to give my teammates easy shots, and got to give credit to those guys, Kevin, Serge, Steven. The rest of the team made some shots. My job is to penetrate and find guys, and that's what I try to do tonight.
Fred Katz, Norman Transcript. Russ, just off of that, with the way that you were facilitating tonight, specifically with Steven, it looked like you guys were really locked in, especially early. What was different between the two of you specifically compared to last game?
Well, he had one shot last game, and that was on me. Tonight I try to find him and put pressure on the defense. He's a great finisher, has great hands, and tonight he did a good job with just being physical, being big, and finishing around the basket.
Chris Broussard, ESPN. Kevin, Kawhi's obviously Defensive Player of the Year. Fourth quarter, you kind of had your way with him. Do you feel like you're starting after 3 straight games, now 4, to figure out how he defends you and ways to counter that?
I don't think it's just him. He's a great defender, and he does a good job of funneling you into his teammates. They're running 2 or 3 guys at me, so I gotta be stronger with the ball. He's so good with his hands. He's good at contested shots, but just try to pick and choose my spots. They're a great defensive team, and he's a great defender. But they have a great group that know what their coach wants them to do on the defensive end, and it's on me to just kind of figure out what the best way to be aggressive and score and also make plays. So I was able to make some shots tonight. Like I said, to make them mislead, and I just try to stay aggressive.
Yeah, Cliff Brunt, Associated Press. Russ, they've had some success against you guys in this series from the three-point line, but tonight you held them to 2 for 12. What did you guys do defensively on the perimeter to slow them down?
Just contest. They're going to make some shots, try to limit them. I think last game they got a lot of them in transition. I thought we did a great job of getting back tonight and putting ourselves in position to kind of get ourselves ahead of the ball to find the three-point shooters, and that eliminated some of their three-point makes.
Yeah, Kevin, Billy earlier said that he said you've been sort of going on a delicate balance between when to pass, when to shoot, those kinds of things. Tonight in the fourth quarter, it looked like you found yourself in a zone and ready to launch. Was it just that you felt your shot was pure and you were just ready to shoot?
Yeah, I didn't shoot it every time I touched it. I think I got to the middle of the floor where I can see, I can survey and see where everybody's coming from. We got a couple wide open corner threes. Ennis missed one. I thought it was a great look. Randy missed one, but great looks, So I just try to, see where the double teams are coming from and see where they're helping from and just try to make a decision quick. And I was able to make a few shots. Like I said, my teammates were screening for me. It wasn't like I did everything on my own. So there's a lot of credit that goes to them for the shots that I made tonight.
You guys, over the years, have had a lot of signature plays together, but the one where Russell strips Parker, gets it up to you for the dunk that really kind of ignited the crowd late, closed the game in a sense. Will you remember that years from now, that play?
Yeah, most definitely. That was a huge play, and that just shows how great a defender Russ is. When he can cut you off and get his hand on the basketball and make a play up the court, a perfect pass, over an outstretched hand. So that was a huge play, along with a lot of plays throughout the game. Our teammates did a great job of just playing hard all night and making huge plays. So also that play, like someone said earlier, when Dion missed a layup and dove out of bounds, and we called a timeout, was able to get a good play coming out of the timeout. So it was just so many plays in the game of basketball that you remember, and that helps and that contributes to winning. We got to continue to make those plays next game.